So in this video, we're going to speak about the trigonometric ratios. Now, the trigonometric ratios is be shortened as trig ratios, and these deals with right angle triangle. So let me draw a right angle triangle. 90 degrees. Here is my hypotenuse. Now, if my angle is over here, theta, then opposite to that is the side labeled opposite, and the next side is adjacent. Now, if my angle was here, my theta was here, that would mean my opposite is here and my adjacent is here. Hypotenuse remains the same. What I'm trying to show here is that the hypotenuse is fixed, but based on what angle you are given, your values of adjacent and opposite changes relative to the angle given. So the three ratios goes like this. So it have sine theta is opposite all over hypotenuse. We have cos theta is equals to adjacent all over hypotenuse. And we have tan theta is equals to opposite all over adjacent. Now let's look at a calculation involving sine, cosine, and tan to see how this works. Consider this right angle triangle. We are given a hypotenuse of 13. Here is 10. Our theta is here. We want to find, well, since our theta is here, here is opposite, so we want to find opposite. So we ask ourselves which one of these formulas or which one of these ratios, because if you notice, it's the ratios of the lengths of the triangles. That's why it's known as the trig ratios. So which one of these ratios has the opposite and the hypotenuse, that is sine. So we say sine, well, theta here, let's say it's 30, sine 30 is equals to opposite all over hypotenuse is 30. Yeah, so we cross multiply. Now we will get 13 sine 30 is equals to the length of the opposite. You plug in this in your calculator and you will get your answer. Let's look at the next example, one where we're required to find the angle now. So using the same triangle, let's say if we didn't know this angle and we know the hypotenuse is 13 and the adjacent is 10. Let's find this angle. So which of these ratios has adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine. So we say cosine theta is equals to adjacent all over hypotenuse, and we say theta is equals to the cosine inverse of 10 all over 13. Now in a calculator, you just hit second function, cosine, the cosine inverse function would pop up, and you put 10 on 13, close the bracket, hit equal, you get your answer. Now one last example with this is with tan. Let's see, we are given here to be 30 again. Here is 5, and we want to find the adjacent. So we have opposite and adjacent. Which formula has that? Tan. So we say tan 30 is equals to opposite all over adjacent. Now when we cross multiply, we would get A tan 30 is equals to 5, and we get the length A being equals to 5, all divided by tan 30. Enter this in a calculator as is and you will get your answer. Now I didn't go through all the calculations with all of these, but these three here is the general types of calculations you will be asked to do. Now in the next video, we are going to talk about something called the sine rule. That deals with all types of triangles, not just right angle triangles. These ratios are only with right angle triangles. Now, over here is for the math students. For the ADDMATHS students now, you will need to do 3 more ratios. So for the ADDMATHS students, this part here is for the ADDMATHS students. So ADDMATHS students. So we need to know sine theta is opposite all over hypotenuse. We have cos theta equals adjacent all over hypotenuse. Tan theta is equals to opposite all over adjacent. There's an acronym to remember these called SO CA TOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent all over hypotenuse, tan is opposite all over adjacent. But for ADDMATHS students, we need to take the reciprocal of these ratios, meaning we have 1 on sine theta, which is hypotenuse all over opposite, which is, we call this COSEC theta. Now we have 1 on cos theta, which is hypotenuse all over adjacent. We call this sec theta. This is the shortened pronunciation. It's actually secant. Here's cosecant. And well, the last one, 1 on tan theta, is adjacent all over opposite, which is cot theta or cotangent theta. So these here are the reciprocal trig identities that advanced students, pure math students need to know, higher level math students need to know. So reciprocal identities. Okay, so in the next video, we'll talk about the sine rule, which holds true for all types of triangle, and then the cosine rule. See you guys next time.